What is up, guys? So welcome to volume 2 of the hard mode outpost guide. Now in this series I'm going to be covering all the outposts on hard mode, and obviously the reason for doing this is going to be the maximum cash as well as the various unlocks you will get with completing them. So the first one I'm going to do is the ranger station, and now this is actually the first outpost you get at the very start of the game, so I thought I would just throw it in here and cover that one as well. So this will cover the remaining 3 outpost guides in John's region, and then we're going to head on over to Faith's region and start those ones. Just one last thing, keep in mind that the ranger station isn't part of John's region outpost. There are 7 outposts in John's region, and the ranger station will make it 8. So keep that in mind if you're trying to calculate how many you've done. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so this being the first outpost, literally, in the game, and I'm sorry I put it on this video, I kind of forgot about it because I wasn't actually part of John's region. But like I said, I thought I'd just throw it in for the hell of it. So obviously you don't have Boomer yet. You want to use your binocs to scout as many enemies as possible. And this is when I found out that even hiding dead bodies in bushes will still be noticed by the guys, and it'll put them on alert. So in this instance, I think I didn't really bother hiding bodies. I kind of just went for the chain attacks. Well, not really the chain because I don't have that perk yet, but just try and take guys out on the outskirts like you can. And if they see the body, it's okay, because as long as you remain undetected, you will get the bonus. So in this point here, I thought a good point of ingress would be by the house, because they're all kind of facing to the right hand side, and there is one guy standing by the window which you can take out fairly quickly. Now again, these guys do patrol, so it's not 100% that these guys will be in the same spots, but I guess it's the general strategy, which is what I'm explaining. This would be a perfect chain takedown with pistol takedown as well, but no perks at the moment. Just wanted to make sure that the guys weren't going to spin around. Yeah, no point in hiding the bodies. Now this chick here being out in the open, it's very risky to run and grab her or to knock her out because she can turn around at any second. So I thought I would just use your companion. And keep in mind the companions will remain stealthy if they can. Alright, so there we have it. 1,000 bonus right at the start. Pretty useful. And we're going to pop on to the next one. The next one's going to be the Kellett Cattle Co. And that's going to be just in the southeast of John's logo, shall we say. Southeast. And just a quick show of the perks I had so far. Just give that a pause if you want to have a longer look. Now always be careful when it comes to the roads between you and the outpost, because the guys will drive past fairly quick and they'll catch you out straight away, and it won't necessarily void the outpost undetected, but they can come and investigate what's happening, and it can mess things up quite a bit. At this point I was testing out the slingshot, or the catty as we call it in South Africa, and I think it's mainly for distraction because I'm not sure if it can actually be upgraded. I'm just have a look at that, but I couldn't kill someone with one shot, headshot, so I decided to use it mainly for distraction at far distances. But again, it takes up a weapon slot, so you can just throw your stones as well. You have to just figure out which one you prefer. So as per usual, get Boomer out there, do his thing, and then look for the stragglers on the outskirts and start picking them off. Now here I was waiting to see if I can get a chain takedown, but it is fairly risky in this situation, and I did get quite lucky on this because I was on the roof at one stage and in plain sight of someone, but he didn't see me, so I will take it. Okay, he's toast as well. Now I wouldn't free the prisoners as you're going along because they can cause chaos, making the guards start to run around, and then they can detect you very quickly. Alright, so here we have someone facing to the right, as you can see, and this is a good opportunity to use the stone throw, get him to look away. And then we can help out and snapperoo. Little pistol takedown there. And I knew I could go back into the house because someone as exposed as that on top of a bus will definitely get noticed. This is things get a little bit interesting now. Again, I'm always trying to do it with some sort of flair, but this will be a lot better when there's more guys in later outposts. See, risky to do that, not quite sure why I was doing this. This is very, very early recordings. Thought I'd get the dog out of there because they do go towards him. So like I said before, very lucky not to get detected here. See, this guy here kind of should have seen me, but I guess he was not paying too much attention. And I thought this is a good opportunity for takedown. Trying to get them to look in another direction, and wanted to sneak up behind this guy, but I was actually walking across the wire and got a top-down takedown, and then a chain one here. And she's done. Undetected. Alright, so for this one, unlock 1,000 and the Reaper, which is the harvester, so to speak. Alright, next up we have the Busch Fertilizer Co. Probably the biggest one so far, I would say. And it's located right over there. And again, quick view of the perks. Alright, so as per usual, we're going to send out Boom Boom to scout it out and set up our other companion just by the rock there. Just get him to zigzag through the outpost as much as possible.
Already there.
Something that bugs me a lot with this is that I like to have Boomer on the left D-pad option the whole time, but if you load a game and come back into it, they swap around and Jess gets put on the left and the dog gets put on the right, and that bugs me because you have to do quick thinking and you want to prefer it to have it on the same spot every time. And I just happen to do it the other way around, so I should probably change it, but old habits, you know. Okay, so that's scouted out a bit better there. Since this is still early days in the first region, at this point I would have pulled back and destroyed that plane and then come back into it, because obviously they have a bird down view and they can detect you fairly easily. And I did find out before this in the previous video that if a plane does detect you, it does not affect your undetection bonus, but as you can see, it can cause a whole lot of shit for when you're actually trying to do it stealthily. So it looks like I decided to go loud here. I just went with the flow. If this is what's happening, then this is what's happening. As long as I stay undetected, I'm not caring. I don't want to restart every single time something wayward happens. It's just, you know, like I said, go with the flow. It's obviously way more risky at the moment. I don't have the proper zoom on my scope yet. And obviously if they're running around, they'll be able to detect you a lot quicker. So I think I'll just stay here and pot them off. Not too much fun, but as the later outposts arrive, I'll be doing it a lot more stealthily. So still undetected, even though I am shooting them in front of each other. See there, I wanted Jess to attack, but I used Boomer instead. If they're alert, then they'll just smack Boomer down. That guy's toast, literally. Okay, looks like we have one more guy here. Let's see what we do with this fella. Oh yes, we kind of do a bit of a cat and mouse here, because this guy's going to drop down. So I thought I'd do the same. There we go, drop on his head, and he's done. Some more money in the bank. Right, so for me this was my last outpost, so you get the region bonus, as well as the undetected, as well as the ultimate survivor, which requires you to use less components to actually craft shit. Okay, next up we're going to have the Copperhead Rail Yard. And this is to the east of John's region on the border. And it's going to be the final one for this region. Obviously you might have done it in a different order. But there it is right there. Let's get Boomer out, do some scouting.
What do you feed him?
Just skipped ahead there. And again, the plane is above us. I'm not sure if it's an enemy plane or if it is a friendly. If it's a friendly, he'll just carry on bombing. Not much you can do about that. Even if you restart, he's always going to come back. So normally this guy would just be leaning up against this rock. But again, I like to just let things flow. Not everything's going to go according to plan. So like the previous one, just see what we can do with the guys running around from the plane above. Take our opportunities. So there's a nice little tunnel network underneath here. Well, not really a network, just some places to hide. So this guy over here looked like he was stationary, so I thought he's a good target. But you got to be wary with the guys running around as well. Risky. But I guess the whole process is fairly risky as well. Okay, we're going to head to some cover outside here. Okay, looks like we have 2 or 3 more guys left. Let's just take a chance. That guy was too far away for a pistol takedown. He's not actually shooting at me, he's shooting at the plane. And now there is one more fella to the right. Okay, one more to go, and we have done this region. Very amped to start doing the more difficult ones at a later stage. There we have it, $1,000 including a vehicle with a nice mounted weapon. Alright guys, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I really hope you found it informative and you're having as much fun as I am creating these. And like I said before, I'm very excited to do the more difficult ones at a later stage. So remember, there is a timeline in the description to all of the outposts and all of the guides as well, which is still obviously under construction. So please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you really liked it, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.